Thank you very much. Like His Royal Highness has said, Nupe as a tribe can be found in the beginning of the history of Nigeria as we have it today, which informed the recognition and celebration of the Nupe Day. Because on that day, which is 26 June 1876 rather, the Nupe Cavalry defeated the British army that came as a colonial, army to, of course, colonize the entire country, but beginning with the north. So, in fact, it was that feat that retarded, the advancement of the British, yes, against the Sokoto Caliphate, which is what is now today the northern Nigeria. And we thought it wise to say, okay, it isn't just to immortalize that day, which is 26 June, but to take some lessons from that feat, that Nupes, really exhibited, so that we can use that, because nobody denies his culture. Your culture is your portrait. You always want to promote your culture. So every Nupe man and woman will always be passionate about how we can promote ourselves, how we can engender unity, how we can have an occasion like Nupe Day, where all of us will come together, exchange, pleasantries, see how we can promote the economic, social, political, advancement of Nupe land. That is the essence of the Nupe Day, which we are celebrating today, really. During Nupe Day, we always have lectures. We exhibit the finest of the culture that I think exists in the whole world, which is the Nupe culture. You look at it from all perspectives, you find that we excel. If you look at the attire, it's something that you can't but admire. You look at the kind of exhibition, the kind of performances that take place during the Nupe Day. You cannot, but in fact, because of, I think, one of the fallouts, the benefits that we have gotten from this Nupe Day today, is that Bida City, has been recognized by UNESCO. UNESCO has this UCC, that is the creative cities, of the world. We are among about 245 cities today that have been recognized the world over, and that is to recognize the culture and the folk arts of the Nupes. We are industrious, like the Emir was saying. If you go to Nupe land today, you find blacksmiths, you find these glass, works, you find the aluminium works. We produced the clothes, and so Nupe Day has become something that not only has it benefited us, but has benefited Nigeria. Because, to my knowledge, I think it's the only city in Nigeria today that has been recognized by the UNESCO. That is United Nations Education, Scientific, and Commission, of the UN. So it's a big achievement that we have gotten through this coming together of the Nupes. That's why I said it isn't just to immortalize that day, but what lessons can we take? How do we now motivate an average Nupe person that you are not just an ordinary person? Something is in you that can be used to advance the social, political, and economic advancement of Nigeria. And if you look at the contemporary history, you find Nupes we have played very, very strategic role. Take it from the political aspect. The most, I think, vibrant opposition that you got, as far as politics is concerned in this country, was NEPU. Abubakar Jukogi, who is also a prince of Bida, was one of the founders of NEPU, alongside Mala Aminu Kano, Saad Zunguru, Mala Isa Amin. All these people came together to establish what was known, the first very vibrant, progressive opposition party in Nigeria. And you find Gambo Sawaba also, who is a woman, is of Nupe extraction too. He is in the class of Fimilayo Ransom Kuti, Margaret Ekpo, and then those are the people from the north. You can't hear of any woman being mentioned in the contemporary history of Nigeria, but Gambo Sawaba. She's of Nupe extraction. So we played our roles from the political. You look at the economic aspect of it. You look at even the performance of the Nupes in securing this country, because we served really as the bridge, for this country. If you look, because Nupes, like the emir says, we are found along the riverine areas. And when you talk about the north and south, the bridge is the Nupes, because we sit at the center. And in the Nupes, you find people that you think they are Yorubas, because they speak Yoruba so fluently, like the emir, who is from Lafayette. When you go to Lafayette, you find Nupe speaking Yoruba and what have you. When you come to Niger, you find Nupe speaking Hausa, as if it's their language. When you go to Lokoja, you find Nupe speaking Igbo. And even and then when you look at the history, in fact, you can trace, in fact, there's a book written, said Nupe the origin. Why? Thief, the first thief was a Nupe man. Dabo, you hear of Dabo Kano, isn't it? The settlement of the beginning of the royal, institution of Kano, Dabo. Dabo was from Gulu, which is in Agaye, that is Niger State. So we really, Nupes, we are the origin. If you look at what we have done in terms of the past history, the contemporary history, and look at what Etunupe is doing. Etunupe is a strong figure in moving this country forward in terms of having peace. There's no gathering that you won't find Nupe playing prominent role. It's because Nupes have what it takes when you want to talk about it. And look at the political formations like Alhaji Aliyu Makama, who was the founder or one of the founders or prominent founder of MPN. Because Alhaji Aliyu Makama was a very strong man in the First Republic. He was I think Minister of Finance, for the Premier, Northern Sardauna. And then you find Alhaji Shehu Musa, a very strong, civil servant who served as a secretary to the government of the Federation, during Shagari's administration. You can go on and on and on. We have so many sons and daughters of Nupes that have played very, very key, strong role. Jerry Ghana is there, as you can know. He was one of the founders of PDP today, and he's still very, very strongly around. Strong, around. So when you are looking for people that are progressive in nature, look for a Nupe man or woman.
Okay.
The Ajia here, Ajia Fati, she was an honorable member in the State House of Assembly. Alhaji Baba Shehu that you see here was also a honorable member in the House of Reps. In fact, he was a deputy deputy house leader, in the House of Reps. So we have so many of them that have played very strong role that you can really reckon with. Say that yes, Nupes have come of age.